Hi there, this is Ranjit and welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to discuss which phone is better, the Nexus 4 or the Samsung Galaxy S3. And some of you might be wondering, am I gone nuts or why am I discussing about Nexus 4 and S3 now? Actually in India the Nexus 4 was just launched recently in May of 2013, and now the pricing between the Nexus 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S3 is very close. For example, the Nexus 4 is around 26,000 rupees and this Galaxy S4 is around 27,500 rupees. And every day I am getting this question, which one is better? And the frank answer to that question is it depends. For one group of users, the Nexus 4 might be better, and for others, the S3 might be better. And I have made some notes, so let me talk about them first. First, let's talk about the general responsiveness between the phones. The Nexus 4 comes out on the top. The UI is buttery smooth and the phone is a joy to use. On the other hand, the Galaxy S3 is a little bit laggy. I know you might not notice it, but I review a lot of phones and Galaxy S3 with TouchWiz is laggy. Even the Galaxy S4 is laggy. So if you want the smoothest experience, the Nexus 4 has it. Second thing is, as it's a Nexus device, you are sure to get the Android updates as quickly as possible. Even the Samsung Galaxy S3, Samsung has promised that the S3 will get the Android 5 Key Lime Pie update. But again, I'm sure the Nexus 4 will get it much faster. And also don't forget the fact that Nexus 4 is actually a much powerful phone. It has a much powerful processor, and also the RAM on this is 2 gigs. Yes, I know the international version of S3 has also 2 gigs of RAM, but the quad-core version that's sold in India has just 1 gig of RAM. So, as of now, Jelly Bean works fine on the Samsung Galaxy S3. Again, I don't know how well Android 5, that's Key Lime Pie, will work fine with 1 GB of RAM. It might work, but it might not work that smoothly. So, if you are worried about future updates, then the Nexus 4 has an edge. Now coming to some of the negative aspects of Nexus 4, again I have to say that I have used both these phones personally, and one annoying thing about Nexus 4 is the battery life. Sadly, the battery life is very poor. For example, with medium usage, medium to kind of heavy usage, it was not even lasting me about 10 to 11 hours of usage, and that can be a little bit annoying at times. For example, the S3 I could easily last it around 14 to 15 hours. So definitely the battery life on the Galaxy S3 is much better. Also in terms of camera, the Samsung Galaxy S3's camera is much better than the Nexus camera. So if you are a person who takes a lot of photographs with your phone, then the S3 might be a better choice for you. Now coming to the last point, and this can be a little bit tricky. If you're a heavy gamer, I have noticed that with Nexus 4, if you do very heavy gaming for more than 10 minutes or so, it becomes really hot and the GPU actually throttles down and you might notice some lag. And actually when I was using the Nexus 4 and casually outdoors when I was using it and playing a little bit games, it used to get so hot that I could hardly hold it. So the Nexus 4 can become really hot. On the other hand, S3, because of its plastic back, again, yes, it also gets warm, but it's not as hot as Nexus 4. So that's one more important point to note, particularly as we are in India and here the ambient temperatures are pretty high. So if you are a heavy gamer, this though Nexus 4 hardware is much more powerful, the heating and the throttling is a known issue for that. Again, these are some of the differences between the Nexus 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S3. Again, it's up to you. You need to decide what is more important for you. Want the latest Android updates? You want a better camera? Then go with the S3. Personally, I had sold my Nexus 4 because the battery life for me was just not cutting it out, and I'm using the Galaxy S3 as my secondary phone as of now. I hope this video helps you in making the right decision. Is the Nexus 4 better for you or the Samsung Galaxy S3? That's it for now. This is Ranjit from tech2bas.com, and I hope to see you in my next video.